Okay, listen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's talk about Beyond the Gates. We got quite a few episodes that I'm going to be catching up on, but a lot of them just kind of like run together because the storyline, we ended our year out, came back in, we're in season two. We are doing they stretched it out. We're into full on soap opera mode. We're in full on soap opera mode. What's up, Pop? What's going on? Okay, we're in full on soap opera mode. So we're stretching storylines. Um, eh, what are we doing up this late? You know what we give, China. I was sitting in here watching, trying to catch up, and I'm like, okay, I'm caught up. I pushed the button. I seen some things that made me say, oh. And I did a separate video. So I'm gonna tell y'all that. I did a separate video that I pre-recorded about episode 12. Because episode 12 was on Monday, which was Martin Luther King Jr. Day, the celebration. And I did a whole video on that. So whenever y'all get a chance, go back and see that because I just didn't feel like I wanted to include that in because that was something special. If you didn't see episode 12, we weren't actually off for we were and we weren't off for the holiday. Um, usually they just kind of leave us hanging, but they didn't leave us hanging. We actually got an episode, but it was a specialized episode. And I just thought I had a few things. It's a short video, but I had a few things that I wanted to talk about on there at that time. So I did that, and it's not uploaded. I'm going to upload it when we're done here. Excuse me. When we're done here, I'll go ahead and I'll upload that video. Um, anyway, anyway. So I'm gonna work kind of backwards. I'm just gonna kind of work in characters. But first things first. Ted, why are you smiling like that? Why are you smiling like that? Because no matter what's going on, Ted is petty. He petty. Like Ted got a little thing. You like to get up underneath Nicole's skin. You're still in love with her, and she just ain't going. She just ain't going. And you like to get up underneath her skin. I see you. You ain't slick. I would love for you to review his and hers. I I keep hearing that. I keep hearing that. And I am going to take a look. I've said that. I'm going to take a look at his and hers. I've not heard anything bad about it at all. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at it. I actually have some time tomorrow. Well, what is actually today now. So I'm going to take and give a little peek in at his and hers. So that'll be coming. Even if I don't do nothing, if I look at it and don't like it, if I do a video just telling y'all that y'all done bugged me about it and I don't like it, I'll be doing a video about his and hers. But I think it'll be good because I'm just seeing a lot of good things. And I don't really know anything about the story and what the story's about. And that's been pretty hard, but I've been running away from it, so I don't see anything. But I'm gonna give it a look tomorrow. I trust you. I trust you. I'm going to go look. But also, Ryan Murphy's new show started today as well. Y'all know I am an AHS fan, huge fan, and The Beauty actually started today. So I'm going to be taking a look at The Beauty as well. So I'll be very busy tomorrow. But anyway, yeah, so those two things are coming up. I had a lot of stuff going on, but we back on track. We good. We here. So Ted, his maniacal self, he's grinning and skinning, and got this whole thing. She's with Carlton. She flat out, you're with Carlton now because Nicole's getting on my nerves too. Nicole, you're with Carlton, flat out. Now Ted done messed around and he's with Shanice now. And Shanice tried to stop her and talk to her, and it got sidetracked. And then I just kind of looked at Nicole. I said, see, you ready to do that thing again because you're with Carlton, but you playing games with Carlton. Now, I don't like Carlton. I don't like Carlton. So whatever you do to Carlton, I ain't got no problem with it because Carlton is a dirty dog. Because they've led on, and we've actually figured out, we knew they were colleagues and things like that. But as time's going on, we've learned that Ted and Carlton were actually like friends. They weren't just colleagues, they are friends. So you've been sitting around plotting on my woman this whole time. I ain't got no respect for that whatsoever. I don't play them kind of games. I don't like that kind of stuff. That's, like I said, that's maniacal. And one thing that Ted said, I said, maybe I'm starting to like Ted every now and again. And then he does something that kind of pisses me off, because that whole little grinning, looking like the little girl from The Exorcist, whenever they walked into each other at that club, I was like, see, here you go. This is why I call you Team Ted, because you like it. And when she was telling you, Shanice, when she was telling you about her things, about how she wanted to talk to Nicole about what was going on, and she didn't want to, she just wanted to clear the air about it. You was giving very much I don't care nothing about that. Nicole don't get that, all of that energy. And then when you did that little smile, I said, oh, so you acting bitch made. Okay. So I went right back to calling you Team Ted. I ain't like that. That was petty. Anyway, but Shanice was looking good, baby, when she was down there I ain't like what they did with her hair though. So why they curl that hair? Leave that hair alone. That hair is fine on her straight. I didn't know why they curled it up like that. I was like, it made it look thick. I was like, look a little wiggy. But I like it better when it's bone straight, when they flat iron it. Anyway, but she was wearing that dress. She was looking real good. She's looking really, really good. And then when Nicole looked over there at her and said, so when you seen me at the hospital and you stopped me, this is what you wanted to talk to me about, wasn't it? Nicole, y'all are colleagues. Y'all not really friends. Y'all are colleagues. You putting a whole lot on there, ain't you? She'll owe you nothing. She'll owe you nothing. Now, awkward, yes, it's awkward, but she'll owe you nothing, girl. Now, come on. She hooked you up with the friend and all, and some of that is kind of, it's awkward. But girl, you run around doing what you're doing. She hooked you up with her friend, and you still playing with your husband. So you just, everybody's just doing everything, and it just is what it is. I don't think nobody's clean, and nobody's slate is clean. All y'all is a little messy in this. All y'all's messy, and y'all got friendly boxes. Everybody. So ain't no need to get. I just feel like Nicole get ready to get in her bag again and have her nose all in the air, and it don't have no reason being in the air. Girl, you go sit down. I knew that Naomi was going to be, going to be the one that tested positive. And the way she's acted, that's worse than how Kat was acting. I'm like, Naomi, you could work a nerve too. But if you want to be on the island by yourself to deal with that, A. And it looks so bad because the family has been, as a whole, the family has been like this over the whole situation. And y'all all was fussing so bad at Kat, but now you done took Kat's role. You lying and shit. You looking dead in people's face and lying. That ain't no good look. That ain't no good look. So I'm like, that's just kind of crazy. And you got a way of doing things, or the way you be treating your husband, and then you just got a way of, girl, you be aggravating yourself, which be aggravating me. I'm like, okay, girl, whatever. And that line, and you act like Bill. You act a lot like Bill. Not like Bill. So, and again, like I said, I felt like they stretched a lot of stuff. Oh, wait a minute. Before I go there, the little town gossip. See, that's why I told y'all, I think Shanice would be a good addition to Team Ted to bring him up to speed. Because when I say she read old Anastasia for filthy, filthy points. She said, did you just refer to me like I was a horse? So I guess that would make you a nag, wouldn't it? I said, oh, she ran her down so bad. She let her have it and sent her what? I said, oh, they packed her right on that. She said, well, I never said, and you never will. I said, all right, Timu Ted, you better slide in. You better slide in when your woman gets to reading and you come on in and slam the door on it. I said, come on, team reading. I was like, okay, I love that. I love that. That was just what I needed. That is just the type of carryings on I expect from my Shanice. So I am living. I'm living. And I love that the character is going to get more play. I love that she's being pushed up front. I love that in a minute she's going to be looking at Ashley and them like, girl, first of all, she's already Ashley's boss, but she's going to be given this thing. I'm beyond the gates, honey. I'm nothing like you and Jan and her $5 perm. Or Derek and his foolishness. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of him. They can write him on out now. We've gone as far with Derek as we can go. I'm sick of Derek. Derek's ridiculous. And that old weird, creepy ass way that he like went up in there with the surgeon dude and you all up in the. What are you doing? What are you doing? You run around Michael Myers and people all up in the hospital and you can't hardly walk. Well, if you don't go somewhere and sit down, Derek, he weird, Jan, weird. You go flying over there telling her about her friendly box. But Jan, didn't you just meet a dude and just start screwing him? It's good for you, but it ain't good for Ashley. She grown. She grown. And if anything, she learned that mess from you. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of Ashley. I'm sick of Jan. I'm sick of Jan's $5 perm. I'm sick of the crippled firefighter at this point that don't want to believe that he's crippled. And I'm just sick of them. Sick of them. Sick of them. Now, dig this. Isaiah just don't sit well with me. And I figured out what it is. It's his acting. It's his acting. He look okay and all that. Him and Eva actually look good together. But Eva is a damn good actress. She's a damn good actress. He makes her work too hard. He makes her work too hard. She's carrying all those things. He is reading cue cards, is what it feel like. Yeah, I got some of that. Oh, what you need? What a woman like you need? Oh yeah, baby, I got some of that over here. And the funny part is he's actually a musician in real life. He's a musician and a singer in real life. So I'm having a hard time with why he's not connecting because that's what musicians do. Singers, they bring things to life. Their whole job is pretty much just like acting because they evoke emotion in us because they keep acting out whatever it was. Generally, their emotion is something real, comes from a real place. But to have to keep on going back and reliving it after years and keep bringing, that's acting in itself because you've pretty much moved on. Do you really believe that every time Patti LaBelle sings Love and Need and Want You, it's the same old feeling from a, she has to dig for that. She has to dig for that. You know, some things are a little more personal, but there's certain songs that if you didn't write them, you're acting it out. You're acting it out. You know, you're pulling from some emotion to evoke emotion from someone else. That's acting. So I don't know why he's not connected, but Yeah, baby. Yeah, I like you. Oh, I like some of that. Yeah, baby. You get your black exploitation acting ass on somewhere. I don't know. His acting is and those braids hanging in his face. Now I noticed they've been not doing that as much. They pulling them all the way back now, and because this thing that I can't. That little the little 6-year-old girl going to kindergarten hairdo with the little thing. That's that looked weird when you said you over there, somebody sitting up on your lap, honey, lap ride, and you, honey, you got a 6-year-old little girlfriend's hairdo. That that's him. Every time he come on, I'll be like, oh god, here he come. And I just felt they're making my evil work too hard with him. But I like where she's at with her little thing. Child, Cat. Cat's exhausting. Okay, y'all know I loves me some Cat. But Cat is exhausting. But I'm going to tell you what happened to me in episode 12. In episode 12, when they went back on Cat's whole story with Eva, people are being a little bit unfair to Cat because the Eva thing, yeah, it made me rethink it, like, because she really is being beat up on all angles. Now, Ted, she was talking real tough to Ted. She talked bad to Ted. She did. She talked, and I had to backpedal myself because she talked bad to Ted, and Ted got her ass together and told her apology season is over. Apology season is over. And when I was actually sitting in that, I was like, yeah, he's pretty much right. Like, okay, Cat, like, it is what it is. She's your sister, this, that, thing, and the other. And I see y'all in the chat, but I'm going to tell y'all what happened and to back me up, y'all, because I looked at it and I said, oh, I actually watched it out of order because I had put some of episode 12 off. I watched a little bit of it, and then I got all the way caught up. And this evening, I went back and finished episode 12, okay? And I have to be honest. I hadn't watched the part where where they actually went back to the beginning of Cat's story. The Cat dynamic all the way up to present with Eva. Watch this. Watch this. So when I watched the scene, the ending scene for today's episode, and he had done drag Cat and told her basically, you need to get over it. And when she told, it was so final when he said, when she said, I can't even look at you. And he said, and I'm the same. Like he's disappointed with her. She's disappointed with him. I get that. I was like, he's tired of your shit, Cat. Like you've become exhausting. Hold on, watch this now. Then she went over to her mother, and her mother didn't side with her. Her mother basically told her she needed to get over it. I was like, okay, cool. Then she went on over to Martin's. Martin basically told her she needed to get over it. I'm like, oh, girl, you're on the island all by yourself. Now, y'all know I love Cats. So I didn't start getting in my feelings about what they're doing to Cat. Now, I'm like, well, wait a minute, y'all. Ain't nobody really paying attention to Cat. But I said, but you was doing a lot with your dad with the Eva thing. But then I had to go back on it. Hold on. As exhausting as Cat has been with her cancer thing, and then now this with the Eva thing, I got to back up off of Cat. Now the cancer thing was ridiculous, but I'm gonna have to back up off of Cat, y'all, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because even still, and I know it is ridiculous, and I know somebody in real life who literally had a half sister, and when I tell you they never accepted the sister and what never nice about it. And I mean dead and gone on the glory, baby, and never accepted that sister. And guess what? That is their Pennsylvania privilege. It is my Pennsylvania privilege. I do not have to accept a damn thing that my parents have created. That person is not a part of my life. That person doesn't have to be a part of my life. They're both girls, so one can't meet up and get the other one pregnant. The truth of the matter is, when it's a half sister, you don't have to accept a damn thing. Your daddy got to accept that. It don't have to be a part of your world. That is cold. That is hard, but it is correct. That is your mistake that you made in the middle of the dark, sweating at night. And the thing is, as a child, you are not at any rights to sit in your dad's face and tell him about the choice that he made. Because the moment that cat stands in Ted's face, telling Ted how wrong he is about everything that happened with Leslie, she is out of order. He is your father. And unfortunately, we don't get to speak upon the mistakes that our parents made as adults because it's disrespectful. Who your dad was boning in the middle of the night, that really is that conversation don't come before you. You are a child, and it doesn't matter what happens or how long y'all are on the planet. You don't gain a day on him. Period. You don't. You don't get. But at the same time, something you brought in the world, baby, I ain't got this. Just like it's literally not my business to discuss it about what you did and how you cheated on my mama and all of that old bullshit. It's not for you to tell me that I gotta accept this hoe and say that she my sister. Now, I'm gonna take it deeper for y'all. Where me personally, as that nasty piece of Capricorn I am, you know for a fact, Capricorns and especially January ones, we hold grudges. That's why I don't accept apologies. And yes, people are always telling me, James, that's not right, James. That's not right. Yeah, I know. But guess what I'm gonna be? At 54, I'm going to always be me. It is what it is. I hold grudges. I try. I done prayed on it. I done sat on it. I done did all that. I done sat with my pastor. I done sat with my pastor's wife, which is my other pastor. I done did all that. I done been counseled and schooled on personality traits and how it's supposed to be and what the Bible said. I done been all down that road with me and that grudge holding, but it is just innately a part of who I am. You piss me off and I become upset. That just is what it is. And you just got to deal with me how I deal with it or not. And that's where people have their problem because my or not is some strong ass shit. I don't care. Walk away. You be doing me a favor when I ain't messing with you. You do me a favor to walk away. You don't do that but make me mad or by trying to hang around. Get the fuck on out of here. That's just who I am. Okay? So here's the thing. I don't accept apologies from people. I don't make up with people. I will decide if I want to move on. And y'all have heard me, y'all who have been with me for any amount of time, I've gone through some stuff with people that were terrible. People have done terrible things. I ain't never forgave them. I have moved on. It's usually a family member that I'll move on with. Other people in the street, I don't give a goddamn. You pick your friends. You can't pick your family. Your family is who your family is. They kind of get a little, but I'll cut them too. But I don't do the forgive. I ain't forgave you for shit. Because the thing is, what I've learned, my time being here and knowing everything I know, I forgive you. You tend to do something else because you think that you got away with it, especially when you done wronged me. And that's what forgiveness looks like to me. They said forgiveness is for you. Well, not really, because I don't give a fuck. See, that's where my issue always comes. Forgiveness is for you. Okay, well, I don't need it. I'm good. I don't give a fuck. So I don't need to forgive you. I'm good. And that's just how I would present it to my pastor. And she would say, boy, that is it. Listen, if you'd have been a fly on the wall with some of them conversations that I sat and I had with Pastor Gwen, God rest her soul, I know I drove her nuts. I know I drove her nuts because she would tell me, boy, you drive me crazy. And she would just get to a point, she would, boy, Oh man, I love that lady. She said, boy. And Pastor Greg, which was her husband, he same thing. She was an apostle. He is a bishop. He would just he say, son. They knew what they was dealing with. They knew what they was dealing with. I'm telling you, the Creator sent them direct. He sent me right to where I was supposed to be with, who I was supposed to be with, to get my spirituality and everything all intact and get everything I needed. He does see I'm all on something else, but this is what we do. This is what we do. But yeah, he sent them to me. He sent them, and they're both gone. But he sent them to me to get my stuff in order so I could actually present and get my relationship totally solid with him. And I got it. I got it. But man, boy, son, some things I just wasn't going to let go. So now let me bring it on back. Bring it on back. Cat, there's one thing that I don't forgive. One thing I don't play around with. And that's my man. I don't play around with my man. Matters of the heart, I ain't going to forgive. I ain't going to play with you, and I might beat your ass if you play with me. I don't do it. I don't share. I don't share on purpose at all. And if put into a position where I have to deal with a third party when it comes to matters of the heart, we're going to have a problem. We're going to have a problem. And I always say that, I don't, boy code, girl code. See, I got it on both sides. Boy code, girl code. Can't none of my friends date nobody I dated. You got me messed up. You got me messed up. And I'm not going to date nobody you dated. We friends? We friends. That's it. That will be the thing that will make us not friends. And there'll be nothing to discuss. And I wouldn't care if we was friends for 900 years and I ain't been here but 54. I will cut you. Right there. I'll just leave that there. I will cut you. I ain't doing that. And I don't care how cute, I like boys. I like them. They be cute. I like them. But I would not care how long ago. It's just not going to happen. My best friend, I wouldn't care how cute that I ever thought that anybody he dated was. I ain't never get ready to walk in his footsteps. I don't walk in his footsteps in the snow, and I ain't walking in his footsteps in no bedroom. And he bet not walk in none of mine. We don't have that problem because he stay flat-footed. Sometimes I wear heels. So he can't walk in my footsteps in the snow. And I definitely ain't walking in none of his footsteps in no bedroom. I'm not getting ready to do it. I'm not. And of course, we're both gay. So we've come into situations where somebody has liked both of us. Well, that ain't no problem. There ain't never got to be no issue. I bow out gracefully. You ain't never got to choose between the two of us. Never. I bows out gracefully. Baby, you got it. You got it. And as a matter of fact, I'm so cool with it, then I'm going to sick him on you. I'm going to sick him on you. The fact that you kind of looked at both of us, you made my decision for me. You're not for me. The fact that your mind works in a way that you could be looking at the two of us and thinking you get the chance to pick, you ain't for me. Now, he's well in his right. He good. He good. He can have you, but it ain't never happened. It ain't never happened because anybody who actually did that, he'd be looking at them sideways anyway. So it just kind of never happened. I think we both just kind of be like, anybody got time for that? But anybody try to play that little game, child, ain't no choice to be made. I'm out of it. I'm out of it. And I ain't mad with you, bruh. We good. I'm definitely sick of on you. Yeah, get them. Get them. Because we both thought they was cute anyway. Go on and get them. Get them, boy, get them. Do whatever it is that you, I already know from the door, I ain't gonna have to deal with you long. Because he don't respect you, bitch. Okay? So, but that's kind of just the way our stuff work out. But that's me all the way across the show. So I kind of see that whole Eva thing. Eva was doing this, doing that. When it came to the Tomas thing, I had to back myself up. And the way, like they keep, oh, well, you need to try to be friends and this, that. No, she don't never need to be friends with Eva. She needs to stop having conversations with Eva. She really needs to stop having conversations with Eva. The problem is that Kat can't whoop Eva, but Kat actually should have beat Eva's ass 100 episodes ago. She should have whooped her ass 100 episodes ago. If we really see, roll the big, beautiful bean footage back. The first time that Eva was pushing up on Tomas, before she ever even slept with Tomas, she should have beat Eva's ass. Period. I already didn't like you. You already came for my man. You came for my man trying to get at me. Then you slept with him. Then you stood in my face and you talk shit. She can't whoop her though. Physically, she can't whoop her. But she should have. She should have spent a couple dollars on her. Okay, because there's always a way around it. She's rich. She's very rich, bitch. She should have spent a couple dollars on Eva and had Eva's ass tore out the frame. Out of the frame. Just like her mother slid around town and jacked up old girl with that on that motorcycle. She should have had some chicks from the hood slide up on Eva and beat her down. Now, that's the truth of the matter. That's the truth of the matter. Because Eva was completely out of order with the whole Tomas thing. And then don't leave Tomas out. Don't be, no. The next time Tomas was doing the merengue, he should have been doing it on crutches. Sure should have. So no, nobody should be giving her the blue, and everybody knows about it. That's the part. Everybody knows about it. Nicole, you out of order because you sat over there. You can't let go of them. Are you friends with Leslie, ho? You not? Ain't you still mad every moment about Leslie? So how you stand in Kat's face and tell Kat about how she need to let that go? Well, why don't you let it go? You couldn't let go of Leslie sleeping with Ted 20 years ago. And you definitely ain't getting over her sleeping with him 5 months ago. So what you talking about again, Nicole? You standing there in front of him with his best friend and mad about him screwing the head nurse. He didn't even screw her yet. But you mad. You mad. So yeah, and you just got done having that conversation with your daughter. Again, see, I told you, Nicole Gary get on my nerve, but I had to back myself up, y'all, because I had them falling into the trap. And that is a thing in real life. You can't fall into the trap and start denouncing somebody else's feelings and telling somebody else when to, how hard to hit back. You can't do it. You can't do it. It's very unfair. It's very unfair for me to say, well, I'm really sick of you feeling like, how am I sick of you feeling? Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. You can't tell me when to get tired. And I had to take all that back. I had to take it all back. Kat is full within her right to hate Eva for as long as she chooses, period. And she could do like the person I know when I'm telling you, that person perished. went on home to glory, and you asked her, she still will tell you, I don't have no sister. My mother ain't had no daughters. I'm the only daughter my mother had, and I ain't got no sisters. And I mean, baby, you couldn't do that. At a point, I said, ooh, ooh, because I got half sisters and brothers and stuff. So I'm like, okay, I mean, shit happens. Ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? And that's it. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. That's adults doing what adults do. But the truth of the matter, baby girl says she ain't got no sister. She right. She ain't got no sister because her mama ain't had no daughter. She got a half sister. Well, some people just don't deal in half. Some people don't like no half a glass of milk. Some people like a whole jug. That it just is what it is. I ain't got to. I don't have to sit around and I'm not able to talk to you about your indiscretions. I don't have to entertain them either. Period. So I took back everything I was saying about Cat. Cat, do you? And when you get ready, girl, call me and I'll call the girls and you can throw them a couple bucks and they can go and whoop Eva's ass. Move right along. Now, what she need to do, but no, she don't. No, she don't. See, that's my Patty. That's that 20-year-old James that would say she need to go on over there and screw Isaiah real quick, but no, she don't, because that's not good. And I know that at this big age, that's not good. That's not winning. That's not winning. When you give of yourself, you don't give your body to anyone to get back at anybody else. That's cheapening yourself. But when you're 20 and 23 and 4, it makes you feel better. Anyway, moving on. So that was what was going on with that. That was what was going on with that. And I'm glad we actually got to this now. So we're on to the other thing, because I had gotten, I'm like, the cancer thing was really heavy. That was really heavy. And they stretched it out they did a fantastic job. And that's why I'm going to say I'm not ready to go all through it. They did a fantastic job. Tamara Tooney, Mama Dupree, doing a fantastic job playing a cancer patient, baby. She got it down. Even when it's the slight subtleties. I would love to have a conversation, because I'm sure somebody in her family or somebody close to her has actually gone through it. Because even when she did the little stumble thing the other day, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. She brought me to tears. I was like, oh, been there, done that. You trying to push through. And I'm telling you, coming from a person that is a cancer survivor, when fatigue is one of the things that I will say, and I have several takeaways from my chemo battle. I have several takeaways. I got things that will always be an issue, child. Like I'll tell you, I glow in the dark. I do. Don't listen to what nobody tells. I glows in the dark, baby. I do. I glow in the dark. I done had so many things, and my head done been in so many machines at Allegheny General Hospital. Child, I glows in the dark, baby. It just is what it is. But fatigue is one of the things that actually is a takeaway from cancer that was a bitch for me. Oh my God. You don't know when it's coming. And I mean, it's gotten better. I'm 10 years out from it now. I'm literally 10 years out from it. But oh God, for years, like it will just hit you and you just be tired. I mean, you ain't never been that kind of tired. Well, I believe women who have had babies, I see that in them. And I know, and that's, there's really nothing that compares to that. But that's the one thing that I can actually kind of compare when I've seen a woman have a baby when she is just, they're done. They are literally, their body is just done. And I know when a woman, delivers a baby, I know she don't want to go to sleep right there. Like you want to see your baby and all, but generally them women they are just done at that point. That's the only thing I could really kind of say, yeah, that's kind of what that looked like. Like you just, that fatigue get on you and you're going down. I don't care what you try to do. You could drink some coffee, drink some tea, you do whatever you want to do, stand on your head. You'll be asleep standing on your head. Your body just does not play along. And I saw when she did that, it was just that little slight thing. That's a good actor. That is a good actor. It'll be something small, something in the face, something, somebody is totally committed. She bad. She bad. But when she did that little stumble and they told the kids, okay, yeah, we will go ahead and wrap this visitor. I was brought a tear. I said, oh my gosh, she is dead on. She is dead on. But that fatigue is one of those things that I can't stand it. I hate it. And that's just kind of been me anyway, because I will work until I just can't no more. When I get excited, especially when I get in my creative space, because I'll sew until I literally am seeing doubles. That's just what I love to sew. I love making clothes. I will literally, and I've always done it, even before I got sick, from the time I was like 14, 15, when I actually started sewing. I will sew. I have to make myself go lay down. I have to make myself go lay down because I'm just so into what I'm doing. I will sew until I can't. But that is just, it just take you out. It will just take you out. So all of that's been really, really good. Really, really good. They haven't really done a whole bunch because they really zoomed in on that and they needed to. That has been perfect for the beginning of the year. That's gotten us, I think we're at the point right now. I just researched a sewing class. I'm excited. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you. And I know people have been asking me about bringing my sewing channel back. I am definitely considering it. I'm in a time crunch, y'all. Y'all know I'm doing so many things. But yeah, it's definitely, it's who I am. So it'll never actually go away. My cooking channel, that I have stuff for cook. I'm going to always cook. I'm going to always sew. So just keep your eyes open for those things. I will, I will always do those. It's just all about when it will pop up. Yeah. So yeah, that's just that. Right now I'm into y'all know I got a whole travel thing going, and I'm so engulfed in making sure that my trip is correct and that everything is good and everybody's good and all of that. And I got all of that stuff going on. Y'all see the channel. Y'all get to see a glimpse of my life and what I'm doing and that kind of thing. So, any questions y'all got about that stuff, I can answer that stuff too. But yes, but the sewing thing, I will always do it. So I'm very excited for you. And it is just like, once you get into it, pins and needles it is. I would fall asleep in a minute. I would fall asleep at the sewing machine. And I know that's not good. But I've fallen asleep literally like this with a needle in my hand, child. It just is, I don't know, just a thing. When I get you be doing it, it's so satisfying. It is so satisfying. But anyway, so they really have concentrated on this and the effects. They show the effects of, that's what we've been watching for a couple of days. That's why y'all ain't seen me really. I ain't really pressed coming down there because there's little things here and there. But really what they're doing is they were showing you the effects that cancer has on the family, and it's everybody. It touches everyone connected, even down into the friends and the friendships. It really does touch everybody. We got Dana, Leslie, her and Joey think he getting ready to derail Dana. Joey, you get ready to learn about Leslie. Leslie knows a bit about you and how you do things. She got her good eye on you, but you think you derail. Listen, the one line, Joey's one liner, because at first I was like, I think Joey is digging her. I think he does have an attraction to her, and the nastiness of her. I think it intrigues him. I think the same thing that he has for Vanessa, how Vanessa is attracted to Joey and his bad boy persona. I think Joey gets off on the bad girl that is in Leslie as well. I think he likes it. He needs a Black Widow spider to go along with his Alabama Black Snake. He really does. And I think together, they'll be Bonnie and Clyde, the two of them. But yeah, all that whole trying to name the whole building after Doug, and she's like, that ain't happening. That is not happening at all. But when he finally told her, and I didn't talk about this scene, but he told her he was going to go into cahoots with her about this here clinic. And she jumped up. She said, oh, I knew it. I knew it. He said, don't touch me. I said, oh. And she said, oh, okay. I sat here and cracked. I said, I said, I wonder if that was actually written into the script or if they ad-libbed that. Because that felt like an improv. That felt like an improv, like where they allowed them to go there. Because if you watch her on like her Instagram, she's real silly like that. Like she got comebacks. Like she's fun. She is fun on her social media. And he's just a veteran. So I said, I wonder if that was improv then. But I know it gave me a goddamn good chuckle in my belly. He said, don't touch me. She's, oh. I got so tickled with that. I love that scene. I did. Of that whole situation. That just stuck out for me. And then they liked it too because they played it twice. And like the little wrap-ups, they played it twice. And I was like, oh, y'all silly like me, child. I'm telling you, I could sit in that writer's room with them and have myself a good old time. But I laughed so hard at that. So that little thing is a mess. Jacob, I don't know what this is. Is we get ready to lose Jacob? Or Jacob get ready to be messed up some type of way? Because that whole little story, I don't even like it. How we're going into this now. He's going to go into this sting operation. First of all, he too damn nosy to be undercover anything. And he's too high profile. He's married to one of the Duprees. How's he going undercover somewhere? Undercover what? He can't even stay under the covers with Naomi and her goofy ass. So that, I'm not buying that at all. Now I'm digging Marcellus screwing around with Leslie. Baby, Leslie got Marcellus's nose wide open. His nose is wide open, just like Tyrell's is. Tyrell's little girlfriend, she about to make me not like her. Tyrell already gets on my nerves because Tyrell's weak. He is. He's weak and very attitudinal. Tyrell's irritating. Samantha is very, she's sneaky. She's sneaky. Samantha is June. And June see her. June gonna keep Samantha together. But Tyrell, I don't know where he falling. He and I hate to say what it is. I kind of classify him as because he's a young person. You know I'm going to say it, don't you? He is a bitch ass nigga in training. Okay. He just being led with his nose open, and then you mad at your mother and you just can't let it go, and just then you mad with your sister because your sister bitch ass nigga in training. Okay, sorry, not sorry, but he's exhausting too. He's exhausted, child. No, honey, no, go sit down. And a little girlfriend, a bit exhausting as well. And the way she lead him around, but she already have her own problems because she's going to have problems with them two dads. Because them two queens, they see her already. Martin and already, they see her. They're giving this thing. Going on this thing now. I'll have to send you away, child. And you know you don't want to mess with Martin, girl. You cease to exist, girl. You want to mess with Killer. Anyway, so I don't know. They're irritating me. Yeah, that whole thing. I love that they gave the history. You know, that was our Black history lesson about cotillions and things like that and all of that. So I was like, okay, that's cool. That was cool. But yeah, it got a little exhausting. And he was a bit disrespectful. And now he's trying to play. Yeah, I don't like his position. You playing. You know, like they were telling him, no, if you have a responsibility. If you are doing this, then you're doing it. You know, and you're not going to sit up and play. Yes, he is. He's playing in y'all's face. He's playing in y'all's face, which is what he always did. Not very likable little boy. Anyway, moving on. Let me see. Who else? Madison. They ain't nothing to talk about. And the slow killing of Bill. Bill is sick of you, Haley. He's sick of you, honey. You are nasty. You are mean. You are vile. And your little girlfriend that came to town, I'm sure she got something for you. And I can't wait till we get to it. But Haley is that she's real nasty. Real nasty. The way she went at Danny, and Bill then clocked it. Bill is about tired of Haley. And he done let it go too long. And he's losing grasp on Danny. So I see he's getting ready to try to get back in, because when Andre done bucked up, and here's the thing, Ted, why you sending Andre to do things that you wouldn't do? Because Ted, would you buck Bill? I don't think you will. I don't think you would buck Bill, because you already know how Bill get down. Why are you sending your nephew on a suicide mission? Because it's cute, you know, Andre little self, he's standing up to Bill, because that's how, well, let me get back. Let me show y'all how it look when Andre stands up to Bill. And so and so and so and so and so and so and so. And so and so and so and so. He's so little. He is so little. And Bill be looking at him, and they actually talked about that in season 12 too. Like they talked about, I love that little show, but how they had their first scene where Andre talked shit to Bill, and them two as actors, when he said he was kind of, they were taken back at the dynamic of their statures. And it kind of was a thing. It just fell right into play because Bill is huge. He's huge. And literally, you don't really realize how big he is until you see him up next to other people. He's huge. His fine self. Just as huge. Child said, child, good evening. But yeah, him and Andre, that dynamic is hilarious. It is hilarious. I'm tired of Haley's overpowering outs and hair. Her hair is ridiculous. But yeah, but she is ridiculous. And then she's taking forever to poison him, and he getting sick of it. And the tea thing, he's like, it's tea. But when I tell you through this whole Danny thing, he been getting her so thoroughly together. He told her, it ain't funny. That ain't funny. I was like, oh. I think, girl, she gonna kill you fast, because she should be feeling some kind of way. He been talking to her bad. Bill didn't seem that big on Queen Sugar. He's a jack. Right. I'm like, wow, okay. But then when you think about it, on Queen Sugar, you really didn't see many scenes of him dead up on people. You didn't. Like they kind of kept their distance. That wasn't their characters. They weren't up on each other and up in each other's face like that. Because Black folks don't really be all up in. We don't be all up in each other's face like that. We don't. That's just who we are. We don't move like that. We'll move like that. We don't. We really don't. We are very respectful of each other's space. We are now, and I'm just talking black and white. I'm talking black and white. You know, as much as we are the same, we are different. We are different. And in my travels, I found that my Caucasian counterparts, they don't respect space the way that my Black brothers and sisters respect space. We don't generally get all in each other's face. We don't. And you know that being in the workplace. They be all in your face. You can smell coffee. Yeah, I don't know what you ate for breakfast, because we don't be in each other's face like that. We don't. That's just kind of that's a black thing. We don't be all in each other's face. We don't. But white folks do get in your face. They you know, and that they really but that's again, we're the same, but we're different. They believe in like a lot of eye contact. If somebody black is doing too much of that eye contact thing, that we take that somewhere else. We take that somewhere else because you staring all in my eyes. Either you're trying to intimidate me, or you running game, and you're trying to really see what. And that's not just black people. That's what white folks do. You're trying to intimidate me, or you're trying to overpower me. And don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You being too much in my face, you staring me down too much, it comes across as threatening, and then I'm gonna have to get you. Am I saying something wrong? I know I ain't, because I've been on the planet long. Been on the planet for a long time. So there's your lesson in what we do versus what our Caucasian brothers and sisters do. And that's literally Caucasian on black. It's not so much that with Asians. It's not so much that with melanated folk, period. That is a Caucasian thing versus an African American thing. Because I don't think that situation really happens much with other nationalities other than just like Caucasian. They believe that, and they don't respect that space. They don't. You seen it on the internet. You seen it on the internet when we were going through pandemic. How many times how many times did you see black people argue with other black people about that 6-foot rule? We ain't argue with each other about that. And if we were arguing and you seen us fight, it was somebody being a smart ass. But when you seen those videos, it was always, see, here we go, where people be calling people Karens. That was one of the biggest arguments with the Karen thing. That's where the Karen thing kind of really started. It was the argument always started about that 6-foot rule. Always. And that's just kind of, is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? It's just a thing. It's just a thing. That's just one of those things where we are a little different when it comes to that. We kind of respect our space more, because I'll see two white individuals arguing. They are literally right in each other's face like this. You are not getting in my face like that. That is not going to be a conversation. Somebody's ass is going to be tore up. There's no way you are yelling in my face. Like, don't do that. You do not see two black people yelling in each other's face. You see two black people fighting like hell is what you see. And usually it pops off. You be like, that he spit on me. They didn't spit on you. They just too damn close. Now somebody spit on you, then you get killed. But that's generally how them think. He spit on me. No, they were too close. But I've seen my Caucasian brothers and sisters, honey, they be in each other's face. They be all in each other's face. Child, they arguing. They got each other's hair in their mouth and shit. No. You see two black women get to fighting. The only way that they got hair in each other's mouth is because they done went to pulling it. They done went to pulling it. They done went to tussling. But just the actual argument, ain't no hair in their mouth, and ain't no, you ain't touch your glasses, ain't touching mine, all that old dumb shit. That ain't happening. How did we get here? How did we get here? Anyway, I love us, honey. I do. I love us. All of us, honey. Our differences are things that are the same. Why we are that way, it started way before any of us even got here. It just is what it is. And people are scared to talk about it. I ain't. I talk about whatever I want to talk about. And I be real with it. Like it, lick it, or love it. I talks about what I want to talk about. That's funny though. How the hell we get here? Anyway, so but Haley, Bill, she gonna blow her own cover. She really is. She gonna blow her own cover because again, she. I think this is gonna help her with her wanting to kill Bill because she was in the thing where she in love with Bill, but this little piece here, I think this is going to restore her good old hate for Bill because he ain't for it. He really not for it, and I think he missing not so much of missing Danny, but missing the control that he has over Danny, and he's narcissistic. So that's going to be interesting to watch. Let me get off of here. We did an hour. We did an hour. I have missed y'all. I have. And I know I got all your messages and y'all drop. Listen, y'all don't play with me. Y'all do not. Y'all do not. And I hear you and I respond to you. I don't ignore y'all at all. I hear you when y'all, baby, y'all don't mind dropping down. Y'all don't care because y'all know sometimes that'll make me mad. Y'all don't give a damn. Be like, excuse me, sir. I know you talk about something else, but, and y'all will do it. It's cool. It's cool. I always love to know what you're thinking. So it don't bother me too much. It do throw me off a little bit. Sometimes I'll be talking about something that might be a little important to me. And then you get to talk about something else. I'll be like, God damn it. But it's what I need to hear it. I need to hear it. And it's a blessing. It really is a blessing. I see it for exactly what it is because you could be anywhere else. Anywhere else. You know how many YouTubers there are in the world? You could be anywhere else, but you chose to hang out with me and trust my process. So I hear you, and you knew I was coming. You knew I was coming, and I have missed our time here together. I have this little segment that we do on with this show, irreplaceable. Irreplaceable. This is one of my favorite segments that I have actually created for 2025. And thank y'all for doing that with me. I appreciate it. I know I probably don't even say it enough, but I do appreciate y'all, and I thank y'all for all that you do. All that you do. Y'all done built this channel, child. I didn't do this by myself. I am SpillitBoy TV. I own SpillitBoy TV, but it is definitely something we created together. All my little segments, all of the comments, all of the everything that y'all do. Nothing goes unnoticed. I promise you, it does not. And on that, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to go to bed. What time is it here? It is 4:08 my time. And I gotta be up in the morning. And it's supposed to be snow. We got bad weather coming. Bad weather. It's crazy. Like literally, I was going to I have a situation that I was supposed to be having an event on Saturday, and the event has literally been shut down because the people that were coming from out of town, we'll be able to get them here, but getting them back where they're coming from was going to be an issue. Going to be an issue because by Sunday it's supposed to be going down around here. And when I tell you it has been cold, ooh wee, cold. I got this white coat. I love white. Okay, I love white. You won't see me wear it that much because for some reason I become like a dirt magnet when I put on white. It's like but you won't see me put this white coat on until it gets very, very cold. And I think it's cute. And I think I look real cute in it. But I don't mess with that coat too much. And it's heavy. It's very heavy. I didn't have to pull that coat out. I got two different coats like that. I got a red leather one and I have that white coat. I only pull them out when it is extremely cold here in Pittsburgh. Baby, I didn't have to pull that white coat out the other day. You hear me? I took a picture and put it on my social media because I thought I was looking cute, my little coat. But it does not make an appearance very often at all. At all. It is terrible trying to drive and but it has been that kind of cold. Oh my gosh. So cold. And now we get ready to play the snow game. I said, that's all right, baby. I got my little money to set to the side. I hope the kids come through and be like knocking on the door. Do you want somebody to shovel snow? Damn right. Damn right. I got some little change for them, baby, because I ain't even trying to be out there playing with this snow. But yeah, it's terrible that, our little event. I was looking forward to the little event on Saturday. But anyway, that's January. That's why listen, once I hit 50, I don't even mess around. I'm January 9th. It's my birthday. I don't even try to plan nothing for my birthday. Here, I figured I've been on the planet long enough. I can move the dates and I can celebrate when the weather breaks. I buy myself whatever gift I want to buy for myself on my birthday, but actual celebration, I just move. I ain't even playing that game because you just never know what the weather is going to do in January up here in Pittsburgh. You never know. Thank God it really did hold out. I went to dinner and stuff, for my birthday and stuff, and that was cute. And surely, right after some of that, look where we at. Look where we at. Not 2 full weeks later, a mess. Anyway, all right, let me go. 11 minutes after 4. I'm gone. Love y'all for real, and I will talk to you all soon. All right. Definitely tomorrow, his and hers. I'm going to get started on it tomorrow. So 9 times out of 10, you'll hear something from me very, very soon about his and hers, whether I love it, hate it, moving forward, or whatever. I will dip in and say something. I don't know how much of something, but I will definitely check in with you all and say something and look for the beauty. If you like Ryan Murphy and anything like that type of stuff, that horror genre thing, keep your eyes open for the beauty, because they talk about it like it's supposed to be something really interesting. So I'm looking forward to that. So the beauty and his and hers. And by all means, we'll be going back beyond the gates. All right, y'all. Have a good night and good morning. See that? Where else can you go? We have a good night and good morning all at the same time, baby. That's how we get down. Bye, y'all. Bye.